That's still in first. This is gonna suck to get off my fingers later. All right, unlike the last guy who just was like, you know what? Fill the whole transmission with grease. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are diving into the Miata build. I have here from 5X Racing a long time ago. You can tell how dusty the package is. Our shifter rebuild. So right now our shifter is doing this. That's still in first. And second. And third. So it hasn't really been a problem, but it's something that I want to get fixed. And like I said in the intro video, I already have parts for it, so I might as well put them on, right? Also, guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to drop a like on the video. It helps out a ton, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more Miata content. We have a couple more episodes to go for sure. If you're new to the channel, I actually have a 2JZ swap Datsun 260Z. It has definitely been interesting. It will continue to be interesting, but we've almost got that project running, so if you want to check that out, the playlist for that will be linked down below. Getting started with this. Got 2 screws here, 1 screw here, 1 screw on each side, all Phillips head. So once you get the Phillips head screws out, you can put them all in here. They're not going anywhere. And you kind of have to feed this. You feed your whole center console up and out because you have your trunk pop and your gas cap pop in here. So you just kind of feed them out real nice and easy. Depending if you have window switches or not, you're going to have to undo a couple of wire connectors. As soon as we're done with that, it should slide right out. There we go. Wow! You can kind of see part of it right here, but there's supposed to be a nylon bushing that goes around this ball, but that nylon bushing is destroyed. It's no longer there. In here, there is this little ring and a wave spring underneath it. This is not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be a complete circle, and I'm sure this nylon bushing has seen better days. The other nylon bushing here that we'll replace later, and I'll go in depth about what else is going to go on here. But those are the 2 things that need to get replaced. I cleaned out most of the inside in here. I got the rest of the nylon bushing that was just destroyed out. Alright, so we are here with our nasty, disgusting shifter. What we're going to do is clean this up. I'm going to take all of this off. We have replacement pieces. Instead of that nylon cap, we have this brass cap. All of this is from 5X Racing, and I think it's going to make a world of difference. This is going to suck to get off my fingers later. So what I wanted to show y'all is down around the shifter that I said earlier, you got a nylon bushing and it has another spring clip, and that's what it actually looks like. You know, it's not broken in half. This is not supposed to be like this. I'm just cleaning this thing off the best I can. Now we have a bunch of replacement parts we get to put on it. This is the fun part, right? Basically put everything back together the way we found it. We know that the spring washer with the retainers on it is going to be the one we're going to use on the shifter. Alright, first things first, shifter, spring goes up, boom, done. For the next step, we are going to need some lube. You can use PB Blaster, WD-40 is fine, so that we're able to put our new piece on here, because the last thing we want is for this thing to split. Alright, we just wipe off the excess and then, oh wait, the best part. The part I almost forgot, because the original one no longer exists, is our brass bushing. That way it doesn't disintegrate. So what we're going to do now, before we put our brass bushing on, we're just going to take a little bit of grease, put it on the ball here, put it on the bigger ball. You don't need much, unlike the last guy who just was like, you know what, fill the whole transmission with grease. That way it works more efficiently. Slide our little brass bushing on. There we go. There is the shifter, ready to rock and roll. First thing goes in is the wave washer. Good thing about the NA, it only has 1 pin. You don't have to drive the pin out, you just kind of shove it on down there. And that's literally it. Alright, so next we've got our little area right here. You don't need to put gasket sealer on here because the gasket is actually on here. So we're just going to kind of line our guy up with this channel in the shifter. Is obviously for the pin. Go ahead and slide our shifter in. And we're going to want to rotate a little rubber doohickey so we can line up our bolt holes. Make sure you're careful when you're tightening them up because it is going into aluminum, so you don't need them super tight. So our next installment is our new boot. Very excited because you can see the state of our last one. That's non-existent. We are going to need our lubricant again. That way we can get this part over. So this should cut down on road noise and smoke and debris. I don't know. You could have a whole rock come through that hole and hit you in the face. Alright, so our boot's in. I can already tell how much better it feels. And now all we have to do is plug in our wires when we put our center console back. And that's going to do it. Windows. There we go. And now it's all put together. Oh man. This is insane. This is insane how different this is. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today. I hope you found it helpful, informative, kind of cool. It shifts so much better now. Like, look at this. That wiggle is probably from transmission mounts. Like, there's nothing there. And that's going to do it for this video. So I really appreciate y'all watching till the end. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch y'all on the next one.